Getting a head start on your comic book pull list is always a good idea, which is why we are taking a look at my top 10 comic spec picks for New Comic Book Day for next Wednesday, April 26, 2023. I did want to remind you I am doing my 1K subscriber giveaway, and I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. And I would like to ask you to please click that thumbs up button to give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below. Help me out with that Google algorithm, please. And with all that being said, and without any further ado, let's get started. And first up, it's actually not a spec pick quite yet, but it is a book that everyone seems to be really excited about, and it had a delayed release, so I wanted to let you know that World Trade #1 is coming out next Wednesday, the 26th, and this book is written by James Tynion. I'm not exactly sure how you say it, but obviously the writer of Department of Truth, Nice House on the Lake, and great Batman stories, and he's just an amazing writer that a lot of people are really into. So I just wanted to bring this to your attention because this actually wasn't even on my radar until about a week ago. So I thought I would just share it with you, and this is cover A, and cover B is actually in my thumbnail. This is not cover B because it's not like the trade or anything. This is actually the Jenny Frison cover. There is a regular price variant of this one, but this is the SSCO Color Splashed exclusive variant. So that's a cover that I am really, fascinated by, as per usual with Jenny Frison. But I just wanted to let you know about that book and this great cover before we get into the list. And here we go. At number 10 is going to be all of the Alex Ross covers. That's actually how good of a list this is. There's no spec that I think is really going to blow up, but there's more spec than usual this week. So let's just go through these Alex Ross covers. We have Apocalypse on the Sins of Sinister Dominion #1. We have Loki, of course, on Thor #33. Hulk #14 with Abomination. I like how they're matching these up. Deadpool #6 has Ross Timeless. Another thing about Deadpool #6, now I know that this isn't supposed to be any type of key or anything like that, but in, I forget which run it was, 2017 or 2018, whichever run that was for Deadpool, there was actually #6. There was a first appearance of Kill Puddle, and I really hope Kill Puddle makes their way into the MCU because I'm sitting on a few copies of it. I've been low-key buying those books when I can find them for like $1. So I really hope that they're in Deadpool 3, because that would be awesome for that book, even if it jumps up to $15. That's just usually the price, 15 to 25. So anyways, let's move along with more covers. Actually, no, that was it for the covers. Now we have number 9, Green Arrow #1, and this one is so low because it is only a possible first appearance, but it is of a new villain called Troublemaker. There's not much else to that, so let's move on to number 8, which is Alien #1. And this one actually says that they discover an unknown organism, so it just could be a first appearance of a character in the Alien universe, which could make their way to the big screen. But let's move along to number 7 with Thor 33, and this one actually says in the solicitation, where is it? But what is the weapon Boar created? So it could be the first appearance of a new weapon. Naturally, that could make its way into the MCU as well. So just, new weapon. That's why it's kind of low. It's higher than the others because it is a Marvel spec, but it's low because it's just kind of a weapon. And I'm not even sure if it's going to have any significant value. But that's my number 7, and we have number 6 right here with Action Comics 1054, And this one is talk about the Necro Hive, and we find the shocking identity of the mysterious ghost in the machine behind Metallo's transformation. So again, a little bit more spec worthiness than Green Arrow. That was a possibility. Than that previous book that we don't even know if it's gonna really matter, and it could be something that in Thor that we've seen before. So it could actually not be a first appearance. And then this one could also not be a first appearance, but that's why it's so low. So here we go, getting into the top 5, and we have Hulk number 14, and mostly, so this seems to be the end of Hulk Planet. It's the finale, and it says Titan Unleashed, but down here it says surprise revelation and shocking twists abound in Ryan Ottley's mind-blowing Hulk Planet finale. So there could be events, there could be surprise revelations. I don't know if that's going to be a first appearance or anything. So see what I mean? There's like a lot of possible good spec here, but nothing that is really concrete or that necessarily great of a spec. So we have a lot of books with a little bit different reasons to spec on it. It really is super iffy. So now moving on to number 4. Another one, Strange Academy Finals number 6. It's the end of the era. It's the conclusion. We don't know. Okay, so much has happened in the last few issues, we don't dare spoil it. So there could be events that happen, and we know that Strange Academy is going to become a TV show, and I'm pretty sure Wong is going to run it instead of Doctor Strange. So I don't know if it's going to be called Strange Academy or Wong Academy or what, but we do know that it is getting a TV show, and so anything coming out of here could end up being on the show, therefore making any issue a key issue to own, even if it's an event that happens. It doesn't always have to be a first appearance. So sometimes they even have this is the first battle between these two people, which isn't really a key unless it hits the big screen, or in this case the silver screen, or anything like that. I'm pretty sure silver screen is the old way they call TV. Maybe not. I don't know. The small screen, movies might be silver screen. Anyway, non-expert here, right? So we have Strange Academy Finals number 6, and number 3 is Unstoppable Doom Patrol number 2, and this one actually has a first appearance, the member the Worm right here. So there you go. Not much else to that, but there's that spec. And if you're into Doom Patrol and DC, this one is an actual verifiable first appearance, but it is, Doom Patrol and it's DC, so it gets the lowest of them all at number 3, I'm sorry. And at number 2 is actually X23 Deadly Regenesis number 1. And I know it is the second printing, but I do think there could be, it says, again, beset by new enemies. We saw a new enemy as a first appearance in that number 1, in that first printing. And again, you never know. There looks like they're going to maybe go her way in the MCU going forward. So this could be, who knows? It could be a 10-year out spec that we are looking at here. And so we could see prices drop before we get out there. But this has one of the books this week, this has, I think, the second best shot behind the number 1 to eventually being a good spec pick based on possible appearances in the MCU. So now, moving on to number 1, we have Star Wars The High Republic Adventures Quest of the Jedi number 1. And we actually have the first appearance of a Jedi Knight Barnabas Vim and a Padawan Bly. So we've got 2 first appearances right here of a Jedi and a Padawan, and anything Star Wars The High Republic, especially The High Republic, by Dark Horse is usually written a bit better than anything written by Marvel. So, and there is going to be a High Republic, series instead of movies, probably. I think they're leaning into the High Republic stuff hard in the next 5 or so years. So really any first appearance is in this Star Wars, or in Star Wars, is going to make the number one of almost any list. But here we go with my number one for April 26, 2023 is going to be Star Wars The High Republic Adventures Quest of the Jedi number one, with the first appearance of a Jedi Knight and his Padawan. Alright everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me in this video. If you enjoyed it, which I hope you did, please smash that like button and demolish that subscribe button so you can see more great comic book and collectible content like this. Comment down below, let me know what you thought about this video, and also your comments help out with my 1K subscriber giveaway, in which you can win one of 2 awesome slabs. And don't forget, I do have my PayPal and my Venmo in the description of the video. If you wanted to support the channel monetarily, that would be much appreciated. And thanks again for checking out this video, especially making it to the end if you made it this far. And until the next one, bye!